Welcome back, guys, to Triangle Strategy, where last episode, with Minister Camsel jumping his way into our lines, we continued to provoke him to keep him in check before Frederica delivered the spell that finished him off, allowing us to push out and destroy the remainder of Hyzante's forces. Frederica then revealed the secret of the goddess's statue to the Roselle slaves, encouraging them to rise up against their oppressors as Tenebris appeared with more Hyzantians to quell our uprising. However, with the Roselle's resolve steeled and another attack coming in from Jerome's group, Chapter 18 came to its climax, with the Roselle breaking free.
Swayed by Frederica's words, the Roselle of the Source rise up to take their freedom from the clutches of their captors. Not long after, Hyzantian forces encircle them, preventing their escape. But not all is lost. Jerome and the Rosellan villagers arrive just in time, throwing their foe into disarray and affording Frederica and the others a window to escape the capital. With the long-suffering sinners freed from their shackles and the holy symbol of their faith destroyed, the people of Hyzante are left shaken to their very core. Frederica and the others take advantage of the ensuing chaos to reunite with their allies. Meanwhile, Benedict succeeds in driving Exham Marshal from the Wolfort domain, securing the safety of his home, hopefully for the final time. While at the borders of Aesfrost, Roland succeeds in procuring the Death Knell, whose great blast will sound the end of Hyzante's reign over Norzelia. Together with Frederica, they take their first step into their new future. On the barren wasteland surrounding Hyzante, they gather, the goddess's shield towering before them, as Serenoa's plan reaches its climax.
Chapter 19, The Fortress That Is Faith. And our character stories have returned yet again. We've got an exploration section to do. Probably more as well if we check things out. But yes, more or less, almost a whole week of episodes on just Chapter 17's very end, the choice, and Chapter 18. What battles they were. Well, we have won through. Before we move on, shall we get this character story that's been in the back for quite a while? Groma speaks to Gila of her past and her regrets as the Iron Fist of the War 30 years past. Back to normal. Back to normal.
Might I sit here for a bit?
If you don't mind the company of this old maid, you're more than welcome. Well now, shall we have ourselves a little chat to pass the time?
By all means. I would like nothing more than to hear of your exploits in the Saltiron War. I have read much of your surpassing prowess on the battlefield, but would be honored to learn more in your own words.
Oh, child. That was so many, many years ago. How many enemies did I fell on the battlefield? I long since lost count. They say my very name was feared throughout the land. You and others may call them exploits. The truth is, I was nothing more than a skilled dealer of death.
You sound as if you regret it.
Against fellow soldiers and warriors like myself? No, that is simply the way of war. But my acts also brought suffering to those who did not deserve it. The Roselle, for example.
The Roselle? How so?
I was leading a siege on the Citadel of the Sands in Hyzante, not far from the source. The Hyzantian commander was a worthy foe. The battle drew on, and we were losing men and resources with little to show for it. Seeking to end the battle quickly, I chose to raise the fort with wildfire, and so it fell. All too late did I learn that its jails were filled with Roselle, captured slaves who had fled servitude at the lake.
But you did not know they were there. You can hardly blame yourself for their fate.
Do you think the Roselle who roasted to death would say the same? What of their families?
You cannot forgive yourself for this, even so many years later.
And why should I? Because my countrymen sing of me as a hero? To this day, visions of charred bodies lying in the rubble haunt me. Lumps of burnt flesh that were once men and women who wished only for their freedom. At first, I tried to forget, but the weight of my sins was too heavy to bear, and so I abandoned everything and left my home behind. Fortunately, I had already trained a protege to follow in my place.
And ever since then, you've wandered the realm alone?
Yes, but no matter how far I traveled, I could not escape my regrets. And now, Norzelia finds itself embroiled in another bloody struggle. The horrors of the past come anew. If fighting is all I am good for, then the least I can do is fight for peace. It may not atone for the death and suffering I have wrought, but at least it may save others from the same fate.
I'm sorry. It was not my intention to make you relive such painful memories.
Worry not, lass. Truth be told, it's something I've been hoping to get off my chest for a while now. But this old maid's rambled on long enough, I reckon. Thank you for the company, child.
I think that is only her first one. I don't know if we've already got the second one unlocked. Probably not. We get a little bit more conviction for it. So we've got a lot to check out. Not just the fact that we can join up with our friends and talk to things, but it even says the final battle against Hyzante is nigh. Whew. I mean, I want to check out the encampment as well, but I'm very interested to jump into here and have a look-see, you know?
My friends, Roland, Frederica, Benedict, all of you who have gathered under our banner, we have weathered much to come this far. However, the battle of our lives is before us. The battle for our future, for the future of all Norzelia. Until we arrive at the other side of it, I ask that you remain steadfast by my side.
You don't need to ask. We're here because we believe in the path you've shown us, and we won't quit it now.
In weal and woe, we'll be with you until the end.
I am of the same mind.
Thank you, everyone. Then, before we approach the threshold of our destiny, let us review the strategy that will see us through it.
Our final aim is to gain control of the Hierophant's palace. Yet to even approach it, we must breach the goddess's shield, which has never fallen in Norzelia's history.
History must give way to new thinking and new weapons. And today, my death knell shall usher us into a new age.
With the shield destroyed, the route to the capital should be cleared.
There is but one obstacle. It will take time to position the cannon and ready it to fire.
The enemy must be distracted to allow you to work free of harassment. And I believe I know upon whose shoulders that role lies.
Indeed. House Wolfort shall draw out Hyzante's main forces. We'll attack the shield's western side, hopefully enticing a good measure of Hyzante's soldiers in the process. While they're occupied, Lord Svarog and the Aesfrosti soldiers will begin readying the cannon from the south. When they are done, the blast shall echo across the wasteland, and the shield shall fall. When we have won our victory in the west, we'll join with Svarog and bring our full strength to bear upon the capital.
The consortium shall keep your rear protected. That I promise.
The plan is set.
Lord Serenoa,
My people wish to offer what support we can. Where would you have us?
Thank you, Jerome. Those of you who can fight, harry Hyzante's forces in the northern and eastern parts of the capital.
The city is still reeling from the Rosellan uprising. With luck, this shall be over quickly and with few losses to mourn.
Indeed. Let's bring an end to this as quickly as we can. The people have seen enough suffering.
Then let us make ready. Each to their jobs.
My lord, soldiers are always full of nerves before a battle. It would do well to speak with them. Make clear in their minds the victory you envision.
Of course. I'll go to them.
To do the rousing speeches now. One small step for Sam. The final battle's upon us. Before then, I would speak to everyone. Okay. Well, I don't know if there's much to explore in terms of item getting. Oh, there is actually. There's sparklies everywhere. 2,700 in cash. A large ranged HP recovery pellet so that Medina, now that she's back in the group, can just wreck people, you know? 3,000 in cash. Ooh, a brand new car. Added unfinished letter to notes. Let's check that out. We escaped, somehow. There are not many of us, but we were at least able to determine that was indeed hidden inside We took with us but a small fragment. This is proof that our legends are true. The key to the chains that bind There is still hope, but I have done all I can. While I was able to rally my brethren to I could not destroy failed. We were forced to leave behind many and still barely escape with our lives. That is the harsh reality, the extent of my capabilities. My heart breaks when I think of how powerless I am, but I will not give up. I must ensure that this key and the fight to free are passed on to future generations, so that someday someone will take up my mantle and finish what I have started, so that they will finally free our brethren. There is no time for tears. Every step forward matters, no matter how small, because there is still hope. I think we can fill in the blanks quite well on that one. From Orlea. Alright, what other goodies are we looking at here? In the corner, 2 more Panacea pellets. We've got like 6 full heals now. We get talking shortly. 3,300. But if I do the scouting first for the goods, that way I can find any I've possibly missed when I walk around normally and check things out, you know? So what side should we start from? Probably the allied side. I'd be interested in hearing more. How did it go, Frederica? I didn't even go with you. Are you okay with that? I mean, you're a strong, independent woman who can easily make an uprising happen. The Roselle were able to cast off the shackles that bound them for so long. But our battle is not yet over. The Norzelia that we all dream of is within reach. We need only win this battle to grab hold of it. Winning this battle will put an end to Hyzante's monopoly over salt. Just like the Saltiron War of 30 years past, this fight will no doubt leave its own mark on history. When I think about it, the day we arrived in Glenbrook was really when this all began. It has been an honor to fight by your side, Lord Serenoa. Allow me to take care of the logistical support. I'll do everything in my power to see you succeed. But today, failure is not an option, especially with how deep you got yourself involved. He can't have us fail, because he's like so wanted it hurts. Or maybe because we killed the people who knew you found him. We're up against this holy state of Hyzante. I've heard that they fear no one but the goddess herself. But justice is on our side. We are with you until the end, Lord Serenoa. We went through a lot just to get here, staring down the holy state's stronghold. The final battle's upon us, lad. As the shield of House Wolford, I swear I'll protect you to my last breath. You are the spitting image of Lord Simon, thinking ever of your people, striving for balance and forging a new path forward. I shan't lose focus, my lord. Victory will be ours. I lost confidence in myself as king and worried about whether or not I could truly fulfill my duties. But by succeeding in bringing Lord Svarlok to our side, I was reminded of my role. You're quite the vassal, giving orders to his liege. But I have no regrets in walking this path with you. Thank you, Serenoa. We will win this day. I promise you that. I really want you to say something about that note you found. The Aesfrost army will make for the southern side of the shield when we begin our diversion. Say the word and I will give them the signal. Got superpowered Anna. If any of the 3 regiments had failed, we wouldn't be where we are now. I feel like we can overcome anything, so long as we work together. Let us topple Hyzante and bring a bright new era to Norzelia. We will strike from the northern gate and lure the enemy away. The Rosella with you every step of the way, my lord. Good old Delone coming in to help in the end. Rosellan General. Can I talk to the horses? Sadly, horses do not get lines of dialogue. I never thought we'd be fighting Hyzante side by side with Aesfrost. But to be honest, I don't think we could ask for better soldiers than the Black Irons. Indeed, we could not. I saw the Death Snail with my own eyes. If anything could destroy the Goddess's shield, it's that cannon. I want to see it. And I'm also glad we didn't have to do a map where we had to be worried about it attacking us from someplace or other. The cat tail swishing in the corner of the camera. Today we put an end to Hyzante's tyranny and see my son's dream of a new era realized at last. Enjoy being in the ice shoot. Gonna have to do a lot of talks afterwards, I feel. Time has come to show the world what the Death Snail can do. Just give us the word and we will reduce the Goddess's shield to rubble. The nail is strong but takes time to fire. Please buy some time while we ready the cannon. So it looks like we've actually talked to everyone already. Interestingly, I like the 2D, of course. Switching there. Donk. 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 It's fun to play with dioramas. But I don't think we missed any goodies. I'm interested that we didn't talk to everyone, but then, of course, we did. We talked to all the main party members. It's weird to think that, of course, all our recruits don't actually count. But hey, everyone is here. Looks like I'm done. Morale is high and the soldiers are ready for battle. It's time to put our convictions to the test for all Norzelia.
The Wolffort soldiers march toward the west of the Goddess's shield, ready to risk life and limb making a show of attacking the nigh impregnable barrier. Their display is enough to spur Exham to action, as he senses an opportunity to erase the sting of his recent defeat. He musters what troops remain in Hyzante, and sets forth to meet his former ally in the field. The 2 armies face each other, tension thick in the air. While to the south, Svarog and his men work hurriedly to prepare the cannon for its grand debut.
My countrymen, the rebel Wolffords have spat in the face of our generosity and defied the goddess and her mercy. Now, scouts report that they have returned. They have been sighted in the west, doubtless hoping to catch us in a moment of confusion. However, before them stands the goddess's shield, silent and unyielding. It would be easy for us to leave them there to rot in the harsh sun. But that is more generous than they deserve. Those fiends who cast a wicked spell over the Roselle and destroyed the symbol of our goddess's beneficence.
The Wolffords were behind that? Their sins are too great. They must be punished.
Yes, in her name we must smite them, as is the fate of all heretics. If they will not bow their heads in obedience, then we shall leave them piled in the dust. They may have destroyed the statue of the goddess, but her blessing is eternal. Her smile is at our backs. Let us crush these infidels in her name. May the will of the goddess be our sword, and may her judgment strike true.
In the name of the goddess!
In the name of the goddess! I still have my talent for rousing rabble. It is time to wash away the disgrace of my defeat.
Maybe we should have triggered a fire trap. Just for him. Would have left a complication undealt with. Undealt, that's the one. Right, so that goes straight to a battle, which we're of course not gonna be hitting up because already played a lot, and another battle comes with hours of combat. So we're gonna head to the encampment to see ourselves out and see if there's anything in there worth getting. Any upgrades worth doing. We've got another promotion to decide upon. Who knows what else is here, where, and everywhere. And if people got the new dialogue, to be honest, at this point. Be mine in battle wouldn't be such a bad way to go. Never happened to Archibald, honest. There's still a little something I like to do before that happens. Devil just have to keep waiting. Oh, looks like someone's ready for a class promotion. Indeed they are. Is there anything else I can buy, though? One of these new? No, I don't think so. We just never bought them and we have the option to buy them. So it does look like this was all we could buy. In fact, I don't even think anything new is appearing here. Let's check you, sir. Once the war is over, you will be needing coin for reconstruction. That will be Lionel's time to shine. You can leave all matters of money to him. And so there was nothing new in the shop at this point in time either. We bought it all. Was that a mental mob battle? You know, I just remembered. My son's birthday is coming up. I should pay a visit to his grave once things settle down. Got some stuff that needs taken care of if you're up for it. So they did have... Wait, free? Oh. Free mental mob battles. Did they... I'm confused. Because I'm pretty sure they weren't there. I'm pretty sure they weren't there. In between chapters? I mean, we checked. I guess I didn't check after we did the first one. So did we get one from completing each one? Oh, it might be in that. Well, I guess you guys are good with the fact that I did each battle segment one after another and didn't keep skipping onto mental mob battles, but that does leave us a fair amount of mental mob battles to do as a warm-up. 9,000 cash to get here at level 27. The minecart tactics is level 30 and sees the Dias is level 32. So we're going to have to get to these as well at some point. The force who occupies the dais will be the victor. Many of your enemy's troops can knock units back with their attacks, so careful positioning will be vital to seize the day. We have a couple of people that can avoid that. And it looks like it's like a half and half battle where we're on it and they're on it. So that's kind of interesting. This one seems to be just kill the enemy general before they escape and then get 9k in cash for doing so. So this is like good money. Unfortunately, I haven't done it yet, so I'm not going to be farming it. Looks like we start surrounded, but we're just supposed to hunt down one guy. Almost looks like we start right next to the guy, so you can probably knock him out in, like, a really quick order. I could have a quick look and see what it does. We could just kill the general and take the 9k, but sometimes I think the 9k is actually more on the field. But yeah, there's some stuff to get. But we also have a promotion to do. At least one more. Sarah Noah's not promoted for shielding stance yet. Would increase him quite a lot. And he is a main character and all. Roland isn't. Well, Gila as well. What does Medina get? Lady Luck? Chance to obtain a bonus recovery pellet when picking up spoils? It's actually pretty cool. I don't mind that for her. I just would love it if I had more Medals of Valor than I actually had. But unfortunately, I just don't. Get Revive if we get that with you. I should probably do Serenoa on the basis of, well, he's literally the main character. But we've only actually had enough promotions for 6 people. That's it. You'd kind of be expecting to like get most of the things promoted at this point. No siree. I think I will do him though, because come on, main character. Swordmaster. It's interesting when you think about it.
My blade shall attest to my convictions.
Lunch shielding stance. Most of these promotions are probably underwhelming. Yeah, only 6 promotions. I mean, I think like Maxwell's is good, but we have to be level 33. Roman's gets desperate evasion, which Milo has. Oh no, she has evade detection, so she can go past enemies as well now. She'd get Stardust, which is unlocked at level 33. The thing, a lot of these we can't even see what they are, and we wonder if we'll even get the abilities by the end of the game. We should move for 1 turn at max HP. That's the thing. Raise the luck of all allies for 3 turns. Funny how like Azana's taking over from Nav later on. Well, there we go. Sereno is upgraded as well. We will, of course, have a ton of stuff to maybe upgrade. Unfortunately, we don't have various other items, so I will make sure that I have money to buy stuff for next time. Should we have a quick dive in here and see if we can just knock out the boss instantly? Seeming that seems to be the mission. And if not, I will power of editing it to an outro. But I'm interested in going into the Field of Greed because I want 9k. And if you can get 9k really quick, I'm up for that. It just seems to be kill the boss, so I want to see if that is the actual criteria. Defeat the enemy commander in 75 turns. Run out of time. The enemy commander is that dude? So could you just go all in on him? Lots of guys around after all. I guess the issue is that there must be a lot of guys who are going before you. So you probably could go nicely in on him, but he would run very, very fast-ish, is what I'd imagine. It's a lot of guys who just go much faster. So it's the case of maybe you could rush him. But you would need to do a lot of nice stuff. And have a lot of nice guys ready to go. It's quite a lot of recruitments you can get. I mean, for example, if you took out some of our guys, like Flanagan, and put in Maxwell,
I shall bring victory.
That's a fair bit of extra damage. Depends who's actually fast. Gotta look at it that way, too. Like, Corentin's okay fast.
May we return home unharmed.
I don't know why I'm even considering giving this a go. How fast is Laura? Speed of 25? That kind of determines whether I'll be on turn order and all that.
Understood.
You want to go on an assassination mission?
Your wish is my command.
These kind of groups is what you need. But yeah, I don't think you can really reach. I don't think you can reach at all. Ah, so you've got the option to get these treasure chests too. That's cool. So we'll take that on next time, I think. Because I want treasure chests, and I want 9,000 in cash. And I can definitely earn cash other ways. That's for certain. But this looks like an interesting battle. We'll get to work on that next time. So we'll cancel the battle for now. That looks quite interesting as a setup. So, 3 Menomop battles before we start. It seems to be the way to level ourselves up so that we can take on the mission. The mission itself... What level was it again? Of course, we'll get Groma's problem of the story. Recommended level of 31. We have some guys at level 30. Some guys a lot lower. So a couple of 30. So our mental mob battles will basically raise us up to be the recommended level. We will sort things out from there. So with that said and done, the battle for all Norzelia takes place next time. We will get some more items, some more money, and be ready to go to war with Medina TP power. Gila reviving people or giving them auto-revive. I think we have reached a peak of power that is endgame. I'll see you next time for more Triangle Strategy. Bye-bye.